Welcome back. I'm your host Yasmin Ali, and we have reached the halfway mark of this first season of Engen The Making of. In the last episode, we had a travel-inspired challenge set by our episode sponsor, Trafalgar. Our teams needed to design a European tour package that makes guided touring more attractive to South African families, providing an enriching, enjoyable, and stress-free experience for all generations. Both teams struggled somewhat, but in the end, Sean, Bongani, and Puleng took the win and the prize money. Kelly, our judge from Trafalgar, and their managing director was so impressed by the solution that she has decided to take their ideas to Trafalgar's very top decision makers. In addition to the kudos and bragging rights, Sean, Bongani, and Puleng shared the 100,000 Rand prize for the round. The losing team, urged on by Dudu, voted out Mongezi, which was not too much of a surprise as we had seen he and Dudu butting heads throughout the competition. And then, in arguably our biggest twist yet, our producers told our remaining contestants that they had to bring someone back from the TMO afterlife and that they had just 3 minutes to decide who this was going to be. After a brief discussion, the entrepreneurs unanimously voted to bring Mongezi, yes, the very same entrepreneur they had just eliminated, back into the competition. Rulani advocated quite strongly for Mongezi, despite having just voted him off, a controversial move to say the least. It's going to be really interesting to see how this past episode impacts the interactions and politics of the game moving forward. With the win in round 4, Sean and Puleng joined Dudu at the top of the money ladder, each with over 78,000 Rand so far. We've packed so much excitement, learning, and creativity into our first 4 episodes, and it's fantastic to see the improvements in each round and how the entrepreneurs are learning to lean into each other's strengths. The proposals are looking more robust and the solutions better thought through. With each round, we're seeing the contestants getting better, and I know you're picking up some great insights and tips too. None of this would be happening without the support of each of our episode sponsors who have put up the prize money for that round, set such exciting challenges, and provided our entrepreneurs with invaluable learning. Thank you. To our title sponsor, Engen, thank you, and thank you again for helping to build the entrepreneurial ecosystem and support entrepreneurs, both in this competition and beyond. With all that said, I know that like me, you can't wait to see what's up next, and neither can our entrepreneurs. Are you ready to see what we've got in store for this round?
Very excited.
Okay, so we're back to 6 today. Mongezi, I am very happy to see you. After yesterday's dramatics. Yesterday also we had a situation where the tech gods were not playing along with anybody. So let's hope that today is a smoother journey. Okay, so new day, new challenge. Today we've got one that I think is going to be a fun one. Playing in the world of adventure golf. So James, over to you. Tell us all about what adventure golf is.
Thank you for your introduction, Yaz. Morning guys, my name is James Lombard and I'm the CEO of Adventure Golf Group. Adventure Golf has established itself as a vibrant weekend trading facility. Our slow points, however, are from Mondays to Thursdays. We have the same facilities, same staff contingent with not as many people coming through the doors. So my challenge is as follows. We will need a product or package that will increase the amount of customers that come through our doors during these quieter times. I'm excited to see your guys' feedback, and I look forward to seeing what your proposals look like. Thank you.
Thanks, James. That is certainly something that's going to be exciting. I love adventure golf. Just just as a matter of interest. And I'm pretty sure that all of you as entrepreneurs deal with seasonality in your business. So this might be an interesting way for you to start approaching it from that side as well. So as you guys know, you get a question to James. So let's start off with Sean today.
Good day, James. My question is very simple. What are actually the limitations in this challenge?
Sure, thanks for your question. With regards to limitations, there aren't very many. You have a facility that's running with fully staffed. We need more customers to the door. So whether it's attracting, there are no limitations. I'm looking for a fresh, vibrant idea or package from your side.
All right.
Bobo?
Hello, James. You keep on saying that you are running with full staff, even though during the week you don't have full customers the way you'd want. It seems that this is something that pains you a lot. Is it something that costs you financially as well?
Good question. And when I talk about a full staff contingent, I'm actually referring to the fact that if you arrive, you'll still be able to play mini golf. If you order a burger or a pizza or a meal off the menu, you're going to get a meal from the kitchen. Yes, we have streamlined our staff slightly, but the venue is still in full operational mode. So yes, we have cut down slightly on our staff members, but you will still get the full product if you come through the door. So the more customers that come through, the better for us.
Did it?
Hi James, I just wanted to ask how much is it to play a round of golf per person, including entrance and all that?
So we've got four different tickets: adults, scholars, under sevens, and pensioners. The adults are 140, the scholars are 110, and the under sevens are 90, as well as the pensioners. All of that information is also in the packs that I've left in the boxes for you guys.
Okay. Ngezi?
Hi James. So I have attended to one of your events or places, and I just wanted to know, outside of the food and the golf itself, has there been any new changes or innovations to the product offering?
Yes, Mongezi, we've actually added a concept called Adventure Land, which is for the age group between 4 years old and 12 years old. For kids that can't really play golf unassisted. So it's another section of the business where kids get wristbands. They have their own toilet facilities inside, so they don't have to leave that facility. And there's multi-level jungle gyms, a trampoline park of sorts, and also a ballpark. So they've got a lot of entertainment that they keep them busy over there.
Julani?
Hi. What are your operating hours during that period? Is it the same as the weekend as well?
So our operating hours are from 9 a.m. till 10 p.m. in peak hour times, which is normally your summer and school holidays. And then it changes to 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. During the cold winter months and when it's not school holidays.
Finally?
Hi, James Spilling here. My question is that what happens to the golf or golf stick after the show? Like, do they get stolen, or do you guys have a way of tracking them?
So currently there's no way of tracking any of our equipment. There is a final hole where each customer has to play that hole and the ball disappears into a ball box that we collect later. Obviously that hole then leads past the clubhouse, and that's where people will hand in all their equipment, i.e. their putters.
Okay, thank you.
I do imagine it would be slightly noticeable if somebody tried to put the putter down the back of the shirt.
Yes, it has happened before.
Okay, so team, with your questions out of the way, I am going to say, James, thank you so much. I think that this one's going to be a fun one, and thank you. You may lead.
Thank you, yes.
So that seems like a fun and really interesting challenge. I'm pretty sure that you guys deal with things like this in your own businesses all the time. It's time for us to do our teams, and I am really interested in whether our teams are going to turn out similarly or whether you guys are going to change it up today. So without further ado, let's find out who the team leaders are. Contestants, please open your papers and please reveal. Okay, so our team leaders for today are Rulani, team leader 1, and Sean, team leader 2. So we have our two team leaders, Rulani, who seemed quite excited about being the team leader, and Sean, who seemed quite the opposite. But guys, please join me in the front. Sean, is it stressing you out being team leader?
Not really. It's kind of, I don't know what I'm feeling actually. Yeah.
And with that, Rulani, you get to go first as team leader 1. So,
Okay, I'll take Mongezi.
yeah, okay.
I'll go for Dudu.
Dudu, please move over. Rulani.
I'll take Puleng.
So can I have Puleng and Bobo switch sides, please? And finally.
Yes. It's obvious, my man. Joining.
We'll meet again. Is it that side of the
Yes.
Where am I going?
Team leaders, please join your teams. Interesting looking teams for today. Okay. Are you ready? Okay. With that, let's go off to our boardrooms. While our entrepreneurs are getting settled in the adventure golf themed boardrooms, let's check in on who will be judging this round. As always, we have Heidi, our resident marketing and branding guru, and Sim, Engen's transformation and stakeholder engagement manager. Such a key role in changing our business landscape. And finally, from our episode sponsor, you've just met James, the owner of the Adventure Golf Group. We're midway through the competition, but the objectives remain the same for our entrepreneurs. There are 4 key areas that our judges are looking for. First, have they done the research effectively so that they understand the market, constraints, and challenges? Next, do they have a name that grabs your attention and speaks to the solution? Then, does their tagline sell it effectively, creating an interest in the product? And finally, is their financial model and pricing profitable, realistic, and scalable? I urge you to scrutinize them using the same criteria as you watch and let us know who you think executed on the brief the best. The teams have their mission, and so do you. So let's get back to the boardrooms and get this challenge underway.
So I think let us create competitions amongst schools where it's not just you're just coming to play, but you are coming to actually compete against each other. And
One
then-
more day.
Yeah.
Sorry to cut. Let's not only limit it to school. At CSR where I used to work, there used to be those golf challenges amongst other corporates.
Yes.
We can create that also. Market through the corporate so that we can invite them to come and play against each other's
other.
corporate.
Right,
That's why they can even exchange their business ideas.
Tournament for corporates as well.
Yeah.
And churches maybe.
Okay, let me try to phrase it this way.
I'm not someone who's really familiar with golf because I haven't played, but I feel like we did enough research and we came up with enough ideas to make the challenge very easy for ourselves. It was very straightforward too. What the client wanted was very straightforward, so yeah, made it easier.
And then implementation plan?
Implementation plan.
I'll take it
You'll take it.
because I don't have much.
No. You'll be writing the document.
Oh.
You'll be doing the document.
that one
But
you
I can
can-
put you in
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, we can all do it.
Yeah.
All of us.
So this is the problem that we're trying to solve for.
I'm the only one who has not earned any money, and unlucky maybe, but the fact that I'm still in the game, and yes, I have not been eliminated. It means I am contributing something, and they can see that I'm contributing something. That's why they are not eliminating me. I've just been unlucky.
It attracts because golf sometimes can be boring. Looking at somebody swinging the whole day like this. So when people see those activities that, oh, I can drink wine there, I can go and have a glass of gin, I can go and get a skincare, those activities, they kind of entice people to come.
Thank you for saying that. We could also host networking events.
Networking event, that's a nice word.
Networking events. Because I don't watch golf, but who's the golf player that's well known?
Tiger Woods.
But in South Africa, there's no one.
Any else? But a lot of those guys, I think, have retired.
So in the schools, obviously, we can sell a campaign of looking for the next Tiger Woods or something like that.
To be honest with you, I wasn't too sure how it's gonna go. I felt like initially the client didn't explain enough what is it that they do at Golf Adventure. So I didn't know much about them. So, but I've had to do my research, and after doing that, I now had a picture of what is it that they do and where the challenge is and what we needed to do to address that challenge.
How do we get people into the place, into the store during these days? The other innovations we can add later, but let's understand the main
problem of these 3 days.
If we understand the problem, then solutions will be easier.
Okay, so the first thing is it will be part of my marketing as well, approaching corporates to have not only team buildings but strategy meetings, to book for strategy meetings,
Okay.
because that will be during the week.
Okay. Can I challenge that
Yeah,
just to
sure.
pick holes in it? So I would imagine the place to be a bit noisy with children and stuff.
During the week, they're at school. The kids at school.
Yeah.
I mean, but it doesn't mean there's no kids at all in the place.
I agree with you.
There will be some there.
But for team building, they book the place. They can book the place for team building.
No, I think we're moving away. We
That is
shouldn't
during
move.
the week.
Yes, but we shouldn't move away from the problem. The problem is how do we get more people?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
but that's what I'm saying. So
no,
what
hear me out, Roland. Please hear me out.
Okay.
Please hear me out.
So I got a bit aggressive with Rulani because between her and I, we are the bottom two. She's never won a round. I've only won one. So clearly there's something there that we are both doing incorrectly. And I just wanted to get her out of that comfort.
Because if we have all these ideas, there's no way we're not winning. This. Sean, take a look. Ne? This thing is called a meta stick laptop. It's like a virtual reality game. That's cool. So you're able to wear these glasses and
You can play from home.
you can play from home to improve your swing, So it's something we can sell at for people who want to improve, because the only way you practice is on a golf course. So if you want to improve your swing, maybe at home, and you want to practice before a tournament.
I don't think none of them mentioned playing golf. I think maybe Sean mentioned that he does, but he always mentions he does everything. So that was the only one who said he mentioned that.
And maybe we can say people who do not have that kind of money to buy the ticket, that's where we make our ticket go less. On
Maybe
Monday,
during the
Tuesday,
week.
Wednesday. Yes.
Yeah,
Then
I like
on
that
Friday,
idea.
Saturdays,
You
that's
know
when-
why I like that, I'll be honest. Because we don't have to incur a cost, like direct,
Exactly.
like buildings.
Discounts.
Yes, perfect.
Okay, cool.
Discount for the quiet days.
Yes, okay.
He is informative. He gets the idea very quickly. He's able to adapt so easily. He gives the input. He gives the opinions there. He suggests the things. So like he's a good team member. In fact, he's a good person that I can work with.
It's synchronized with Apple Watch.
You synchronize with Apple Watch to keep scores for you and your friends and the family members.
Maybe we can have during the week specials and the packages to encourage people to come during the week.
During the week, why don't we have golf classes to encourage some people to come if you want to learn how to play?
Okay, that could work because they're saying here.
I think golf classes.
They are saying here.
But the thing, so ball tracking.
You read the handwriting there. Yeah, you say here, I wonder if it's the second point. This information is crucial for understanding how different clubs and swing adjustments affect the shots. So it still goes back to the track.
Yeah, still ball
the
tracking.
big thing that you use, and then
So that's still 1 point.
so it's still 1 point. It's still 1 point.
For the virtual
Yeah.
whatever. So are you able to give us maybe 6 more?
Yeah, I have another point to the book.
Round 5 was very interesting. I had a great team that I was working with. It was actually a swap between yesterday. We just actually swapped personnel. But I enjoyed working with the guys. I think we made a very great we made very great. The effort was great. You know, the team chemistry was great, and I think we have a solid campaign on our hands. So it's just about us executing it right.
How is the app gonna bring people on those 4 days?
Okay.
Good question.
I think
It's not necessarily the app that brings people on those 4 days.
it's the activities.
It's the activities, the promotions.
Yes.
It's just the app is a communication channel.
So
it's a
the app will put
distribution
it under
channel.
USP.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I just think that maybe all the contestants, because I haven't won any money, they think I'm the weakest link. So, but what they forget is that in all the teams that I've been in, I have contributed, and my ideas were also pitched. So it doesn't mean that I'm a weakest link. So I think Mongezi, I felt like he was desperate to win, that he felt like maybe I was the one that is making the team not to win. But I mean, I'm contributing. It's not like I'm sitting and not doing anything.
Hey guys, how's it
going?
question. We're still good.
Still good?
Yep.
You've been brainstorming and going through it for about 2 hours now.
Yeah.
I was wondering if you had another question for me?
Outside of the products that you have, I saw the hats and the caps. Do you have other products outside of that?
So I can't go into too much detail, but don't confuse apparel, which my staff and waiters and whatever else use, we also sell to the public, we actually sell a service.
Oh.
We sell smiles, we entertain families.
Oh.
So look at the service offering of the actual business and what it does. I've put packages and all kinds of stuff in the box for you guys.
Got you. Thanks.
Perhaps both factors are correct. I am quite punctual and time sensitive, especially more so because after yesterday's events of being eliminated and then being saved again by the team. I don't want to be eliminated today, and time is a huge factor.
I hope we're doing the backup in case that thing gives us the hell of
This is
No, I just want to have a peace of mind tonight, you know. You don't want to know what I felt yesterday. I just decided to remain calm. I was boiling inside. That thing messed up my
You were not
my
calm. Where you
intestines.
calm? If you being like that is calm, I don't want to see you when you're not calm.
Exactly. So,
How's it, guys? How's it going in here?
thanks to yourself. Good thanks.
It's been 2 hours.
Coming all right.
You guys getting there?
Yeah.
Getting there.
Are there any? Is there a question for me?
Okay, so we see that you guys sell caps, and is this everything you sell? Like, do you guys have a actual store that sells merchandise that people can buy?
Okay, so with regards to the apparel, caps, all this kind of stuff, yes, we do sell to the public. Our staff members also use the caps,
branding, obviously.
the branding, we've got aprons, all kinds of stuff. So don't spend too much time thinking about the apparel and whether we sell it to public or not. We sell a service. The business sells services. You know what I mean? So look at the packages that we sell, the ticket pricing, and what the service actually is. So we're actually selling services. The apparel is a clip-on for customers that would like that.
All right.
More than, you know, we're a clothing store. Definitely not that. Okay. All right, guys, it's been 2 hours. You've got just under 2 hours left. All the best.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
There is an important question that we asked, even though it wasn't directly answered. In fact, it wasn't so much the question, it's what rather the client said. You know, the client insisted on, please focus on the product. Focus on our current packages. You know, I thought for me that was also another eye-opener. You know, the client is telling you what to focus on. Instead, you know, with creative, sometimes we have to go and come up with all these, you know, inventions, and the client says, focus on the product.
I mean, the app is really low-hanging fruit, if we're being honest, right?
Sure.
So what we can present, we can say ultimately we're building an app. But in our implementation plan, I want to show how we get to the app.
sure.
Not just start with the app. You can start with a web application to encourage adoption of people self-reserving, booking, and paying. And then that's going to be our MVP, the web application, because it's much more cost effective and we want to increase engagement and usability of that platform. Then we're going to, as that goes up, we're going to work towards building an app, which will have, then we list all those things.
Okay, then let's proceed. So what's missing here now?
What's missing, Phil?
Let's help me out here.
It's just refining, we're refining.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not happy with this.
Rulan, yes, she's our leader. She, in practical, she's not a good leader, because she was not giving input. Even the task that we give her, she has no idea, and even she can't even operate her own laptop.
Because in the next 15 minutes or so, can we just double check everything and, you know, proposal, slideshow, this, and to say, okay, what did we forget? Add. Please don't forget your number, or you're gonna number after.
Yeah, the
That's the
numbering
most
is
important thing.
the numbering is done here. So I'm just still on the side.
I need to add one important thing. On that thing you sent me, my man. I need to add that one here. Yo, that thing you sent me, man.
Oh,
8 minutes is a long time. Okay.
long time. For him.
Please, Monkeys. Please.
No, what I add can make us win or lose. Well, win. So I need to add it.
So it's not the actual golf that you have, it's like a smaller version of that.
So this is a unique, one of a kind type of business. So
But you heard what he said, he doesn't have any competitors. So
that means
direct mini golf.
Hey, no, but how is that possible that there's no competition? Every business has a competition.
No, his golfing is different. It's mini golf.
The questions, I'm happy with them, but I'm not so confident with the answers he gave, especially when he said there is no competitor. I, for one, I'm a business person. There is no business that doesn't have a competitor, unless we're in heaven. But on earth, there is a competitor. So the way we answered it now, it's in a way that it goes in his side and in our side. We kind of looked at the indirect competitors. Yeah.
1 minute, 20 seconds.
Yeah, I'll stop at 1 minute.
Monkeys.
Yeah.
We are under a minute.
Yeah, still fine. What? I'm adding information. You want me to stop and not add information? I can do that.
It's fine. Look, just make sure, produce the wording, bro, and then save.
just hold on. I wanna just copy this one that I've done. You see.
That's why I said just copy the blocks.
It is highly impossible to do that.
Just save, bro. Make sure you save the right one.
This is Photoshop, so I need to.
Yes. I can.
Bon, save. Well, just save and let it go. We'll edit this thing.
Yes, kasi something.
Team 1, your memory stick, please.
Make sure the business plan is inside,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And stop. I have never seen a look of such relief on someone's face before. May I please have your memory stick?
Now the important question. You guys are presenting, right?
Yeah, we are going today.
The proposals have been delivered to the judges and the entrepreneurs have shifted into presentation mode. While they're at it, here's a quick recap of what happens next. We again have 2 teams consisting of 3 entrepreneurs each. Each team elects 2 presenters who not only present their products, but have to answer the judges' questions as well. At this point in the competition, this means needing to trust your team to deliver and deliver more effectively than you might. Entrepreneurs are generally control freaks who want to be in charge of their own fate. At the same time, some people hate presenting, so this is a good way for them to either step up or do some intelligent maneuvering based on the theme of the challenge, or possibly hide some or other weakness or fear. For example, after a couple of losses in the first 2 rounds, we saw Mongezi step away from presenting. So I wonder who will be taking center stage in front of our judges in this episode. After the judges have gone through the presentation and questioning process with both teams, they deliberate and come to a decision on who takes the 100,000 Rand prize sponsored by our episode sponsor, Adventure Golf. And then it's elimination time, where we again say goodbye to someone and encounter that ever-present threat of a twist our seemingly sadist producers seem to love putting us through. So without any further delay, let's join Heidi and the team for the presentations.
Nice to see you back again. I feel like there may be someone here who's presenting for the first time. Is that right?
Yeah, that's true.
Are you a little bit sweaty?
Definitely.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
It's got to get tough when you get into this part of the competition.
Yeah.
And if it's not tough, you're not working hard enough, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. Well, great to see you. We've had a chance to review your papers that you submitted. And now we're looking forward to seeing your presentation and to a nice Q&A session afterwards. We've got some juicy questions for you. Don't sweat, do sweat. Remember 3 minutes, use it well, and your time starts now.
Hi judges, we introduced to you Adventure Golf, Adventures of a Lifetime. We were tasked with solving a problem of off-peak low traffic, foot traffic. And this was the business opportunity we had presented. Better utilization of the facilities that are currently existing in these quieter days. We were targeting families and kids, local schools, corporate teams, community groups, and so on and so forth. Our business model, we had broken down into food and beverages, which is what brings in the money, and a subscription model to subscribe to our services. We have a pricing strategy that has two sides to it, which accommodates off-peak and peak times. These are the packages that we currently are running, promotions, weekday exclusive packages, and so on. Our implementation plan of the application, mobile application that we're building, is using a phased approach. So we're gonna start off with a minimal viable product, which is much, much more cost effective to start off and to encourage adoption of the application. Then we're gonna move on to the mobile operation system. Our value proposition is an end-to-end application, which improves usability within the app, and we're going to use the app as a distribution channel. These are our products and services, app integration, gripping gloves. These are the images of the products that we're going to upsell with the services.
And here's our the marketing and cost plan. We have a monthly budget of 12,300 Rand, and we also accommodate people living with disability. They can come and enjoy the rest of the activities with us. And here's our projections. We have the total estimated cost of 22,153, which is estimated per month. And here's our budget. We have the peak and off-peak seasons. Off-peak seasons start from Monday to Thursday, and the peak seasons start from Friday to Sunday, and also on public holidays. And the branding strategy, jungle and outdoor, we are considered. Jungle and outdoor feel has to be consistent with the brand, and the sales channels is e-commerce and the retail. And that's it. Thank you.
Thank you. So you didn't use up 30 seconds of your 3 minutes, and we talked yesterday about using up your time really well. So I don't know if you rehearsed or you didn't, but in my book, use all your resources. Thank you for your presentation. We're going to take some questions now. We're going to spend a little time and get real juicy about it. So shall we begin with you, Sim?
Thanks a lot, Heidi. And again, guys, well done for making up till now. And thank you also for the lovely presentation. So I've got let me maybe start with one question for now. I noticed that you guys are prioritizing Android over the other solution. Just take us through your thinking process. Why own Android and not accommodate other services.
Okay. As I mentioned during the presentation, we're trying to be cost effective, right? As such, we are prioritizing the Android operating system as it is the biggest mobile operating system. 80% of mobile phones are using the Android operating system. So that is really the main reason why we're starting the rollout with the Android operating system.
So you want to do a couple more questions?
Yes. So I notice, and you'd appreciate that it's something that we've consistently mentioned with the competition, that it's important that the package that we receive together with the presentation, there needs to be a connection with the presentation that we see here. So one of the things that I've noticed that we are seeing a new aspect of your presentation, people living with disabilities, but we didn't see that in the package. Also, again, from where you're sitting, it might be something positive, but from a consistency purposes, it's one of those things and areas that we're actually highlighting.
That's apart from the fact that it was spelled incorrectly, but yeah, wasn't checked. But actually, picking up on that, there were a few things that didn't come through that perhaps you want to talk about as well in clarifying what you're actually offering. You talked about dancing and massages, and the disabilities. What's the actual focus of how you're going to get more people on those low trade days, Monday to Thursday? Can you clarify that, please?
Okay. So in terms of because I mean, the biggest cost is not just staff, right? It's also the facility itself. So we wanted to consider using the space that's existing on these less busy times to accommodate activities such as dancing and other lessons that we have included.
Okay.
Just to use the real estate.
Thank you. Sam, anything else?
No, I'm good. Thanks.
Thank you.
Sorry, just on that point, so you adding the dancing as an additional activity using the same location?
Yes.
Okay, so it's an added.
Yes.
Yes.
So we're not dancing while we're golfing.
No, well, we can do both. Yes, thanks, Hedy. I like the photo booth opportunity. I like it's one of the aspects that we could have brought in. I'm pretty sure there's a few more of those that we could have brought in as well. And then on Hedy's point, the dancing lessons I didn't understand, which I understand now. We do have the space. I suppose it's something you could incorporate. What did you mean by live stream?
Live stream, it's when, let's say, a person who is a member of they did book to come and do, maybe it's a dancing lesson. Unfortunately, they don't manage to come. They can live stream it. On the other hand, let's say maybe it's a parent, they send their kids for lessons for dancing and they just want to watch from home. They can go to the app and watch.
Okay, anything else you want to ask?
No, that's good.
I'm going to ask, in a nutshell, what's the one thing that's going to improve traffic Monday to Thursday?
One.
Or the biggest thing?
Or should we do it? Okay. From Monday to Thursday, the plan was to get people, the older people, to come and do the activities such as playing the golf, doing the dancing lessons, and after that, if they get tired, that's where they can get the spa massage.
Ah, okay.
Because remember, from Monday to Thursday, there's little traffic in terms of the teenagers and the toddlers.
So it's about the target market, it's the older people.
So they can have time, since they are not working their own pension, so it's their time to enjoy.
Great, okay. Thank you. If there are no more questions, thanks so much. Nice to see you presenting for the first time. Thank you so much. We'll see you a little bit later.
Thank you.
Guys, you came out of there and there were fist bumps and congratulations. You looked quite excited about that pitch. Did I read that right?
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so today I did feel a little bit of tension in the room while you were working though. Did all of that dissipate or was it just a show for the judges?
Look, obviously for the judges, we have to remain composed, even if we are feeling the heat rather, because things are starting to get a bit spicy now.
Today was your first time presenting, if I'm not mistaken. So how did you find the experience? I mean, now that you've had 5 of them to look at.
Okay, at first I was a little bit nervous, a little bit sweaty, but as time goes in, I did manage to be on the right track and did my best in it. So I don't think from tomorrow and onwards, I'm ready to rock and roll.
So, Mongezi, you have pitched quite a few times, and you pitched yesterday, and you were voted off yesterday. Very brave man to walk back into the arena and go, "I'll take this."
I mean, I guess you can call me a phoenix, right? Rose from the ashes, and it's a new day. You know, you never know what today holds in terms of it's a new challenge. So I just need to assert myself regardless of what happened in the previous rounds.
Absolutely, absolutely. Every day is a new challenge. Every day is a new opportunity. Every day is a new way of looking at it. So, gentlemen, good luck. We will see what the judges have to say later.
Good to be back and to see you again. It's getting tough. We're heading to the part where maybe the shivers and the shakes should be a little more than you've had in the last few days. And in fact, the judges, we've got a nice batch of questions for you for after you've presented. But now it's up to you to use your 3 minutes really, really well. We've read all your documents. So take a deep breath. And your time starts now.
Adventure Golf, let's play. Adventure Golf faces low customer engagement from Monday to Thursday. We have a solution for that. We've introduced a mobile app which has an instruction guide, swing monitor, booking system, golf GPS, scorecards, QR code for payments, and many more. Our other product offering is Virtual Reality Adventure Golf, where users can train in a fun tech-driven environment, providing a beginner-friendly environment for those intimidated by real golf courses. Weekly golf days will include school tournaments, charity golf day, corporate team building, celebrity golf challenge, networking events, and golf lessons to attract a new generation of players and create value for customers who may not typically visit a golf course. We also want to develop strategic partnerships with local schools, government bodies like the Department of Education and the Department of Sports and Arts and Culture to promote youth engagement, sports, and educational programs.
We also designed the corporate and school packages. In the corporate, we have got the basic, we've got a premium, we've got an executive plan. And then under the school package, we tailored it for the under 12, and we made it also for the teenagers. And our marketing strategy will be through social media, through the billboards, the magazines, and the newspapers. And we're also going to have the events where we invite the celebrities to come and have a golf day with us, and then that will bring more customers in. And then to develop this new product, actually, we're going to have an investment of around 1 million. And based on the financials, our prediction shows that we can make actually an exponential increase in terms of our revenue, whereby in the next 3 years, we can see around 2.7 million as a profit in our business. Since we are a miniature service, golf service, we don't have much of the competitors. However, we do have the indirect competition, such as the fund company and the bounce. So, having said that, we like to say, golf adventure, let's play.
Very cool, thank you. Sure, you really conserved time. You still had 45 seconds left. Did you practice?
Yes.
And was that the amount of time you took?
Yes, more or less, maybe difference of 5 seconds.
Okay, use all your time you got because it's precious. Okay, thank you so much. We have a few questions. I know that my fellow judges have some questions. I do too. Yes, let's begin with you, James.
Sure, thank you. I really like the digital scorecard idea and the app, obviously. The ideas you brought through with that were very good. I just wanted to ask you, in your documents, your corporate, all your package pricing actually, what did you base that off? Where did you get those prices from and what's included?
The pricing is actually based on different, we try to make it standard for almost every corporate. For instance, companies like Nedbank or Absadi sometimes have the events that we call corporate events. So to be able to invoice them or to charge them, we make the prices based on that, on the niche of the business. Hence, we have the basic, we have premium, and we have the executive. That's how we make the pricing of it.
Okay, I think I'd just also like to understand, for the 30,000, what on the premium corporate package, what is included in that?
Okay, on the premium, we have the branded merchandise, we've got the refreshments, we've got also team building. And then on executive, we've got a private launch, we've got a photography, we've got merchandise, we also have the team building. Yeah.
Thanks. Happy
So
with
the
that?
basic is mostly on the refreshments and just the team building. So, yeah.
Thank you. Some questions from you?
Yes, thanks. So 2 things, gents. And you must just clarify this for me. Is it Adventure Golf or is it Adventure Gold?
Venture Golf.
Venture
I think
Golf.
it was just an issue of spelling.
Listen, I think that you achieve a prize for having the most typos per presentation. So
let's just try and nip it, especially on those aspects. The second part. So you make a comparison between the WhatsApp as well as the app, right? But I noticed that the two at times are used interchangeably. You are able to book your lesson, I think, on the
WhatsApp.
On the WhatsApp.
Or even in the app also.
Okay. So just take me through that thinking process. Why are you using 2 different apps for the booking instead of just utilizing one and avoiding duplication? What was your thinking process around that?
Okay, with the WhatsApp, we know that a lot of people have or are in a lot of WhatsApp groups. So sometimes you may not get access to someone because they didn't respond because they had a lot of messages. Some people are really busy like that. So we wanted to cater an app that specifically deals with people who are not into WhatsApp that much. And then our WhatsApp channel was also for communication in terms of having a network or group of people in one WhatsApp group where we can send communication and things like that of upcoming events and such. But I know that there are people who are not very big on WhatsApp, so they don't really respond much, or they have so many messages that you might have missed the person if you didn't text them.
And also gives an advantage. There are other people, like I said, we have a basic plan who have the mobile phones that cannot really have the app. I've got other people who have mobile phones that don't have app, but they have got, they can put the WhatsApp, but not necessarily the actual app. So that opens up the space to allow more people. Yeah.
Thank you. Anything else, Sim,
Nothing else,
that you want
thanks.
to ask? So I know when we were discussing after we read your documents that James was saying that there was some really cool stuff like your loyalty program, your tournaments, and so on. I was most interested with the focus on trying to increase footfall on those quiet days, Monday to Thursday. I was most interested to see you talking about schools, sports bodies and governments, but you didn't expand on that here. I'd like to hear some more because I think there's something in that, nation building wise as well. What are your thoughts?
So we know that every year schools have school trips, school excursions. So if you go to the Department of Education, for example, they have a database of all the schools, and if you get a letter from them, it allows you to be able to go to different schools and say, we've been approved as an excursion trip or a place that is allowed for excursions. So it's very important that you get a letter like that for the government bodies to allow schools to come for excursions.
Okay. Anything else on that?
Okay, we also wanted to create tournaments between schools. So for example, you'd have 4 different schools competing against each other in one region. So that was the whole idea behind that.
Can you see how much is in your head that hasn't come out? Okay, so a big lesson, I think. Thank you. But some good stuff, and I think anything else from the other judges?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Good. Thank you so much, and we'll see you later.
Thank you.
Gentlemen, so you've just gotten out. How did that go? Let's start with you, did it?
I think it went really great. The judges gave us good input that we should have used more time to add a little bit of punchy information. But regarding our delivery and regarding the message and the task that was given to us, I think we nailed it.
Sean, do you think that you executed on the brief today?
Yes, I believe we strongly executed. I had a very strong team that knows what they're talking about, and we did it.
Team dynamics, how was that today?
I think I worked with a really great team today. The team chemistry was really amazing. Our ideas were all respected, and everybody got to play towards their strong points. So I'm really happy with the team that I was in today.
And I take it you're echoing those sentiments? Great team, great everything today?
Yes, I share the same sentiments. It was flawless. We had a very smooth sail today.
I take it you think that you've got a pretty good chance of taking this then?
Yeah.
Yes.
And with that, Haiti, back to you.
Welcome. Everybody's in the room now. 2 teams, day 5. It's getting tough and the expectations are higher. And the judges have, I think, spent a lot of time giving really, really good reviews of your work and have feedback today, which I think is important for you to hear. There are, over the last 5 days, there have been things that you've listened and you've grown on. There's stuff that you haven't, and I'm going to give you 3 pieces of advice before we go into the winners. I know you don't want to hear this. You want to hear who's winning. But if you don't hear this, you're going to carry these mistakes forward with you, and then there's no growth. So the first thing is, right in the beginning, there weren't enough financials. Now they're there. The problem is that you're giving us financials without telling us what the business solve is. So if Monday to Thursday is a problem because there's only 20 people, tell us by what percentage you're going to increase that foot traffic, not just a number. Or if you need to sell more golf balls and you know that you were only selling 5,000 before, tell us what that number represents, or what percentage increase in golf balls. Solve the business problem, not only just throwing a number at us. Okay, that's thing 1. Thing 2 is to remember, and one of the teams heard this, we can't see what's in your head. And remember, a few days ago I said to you, remember that you need to outline your story and build around that. And I can see what happens. What happens is what's in your head, what's in the documents that we get, and what's in the Prezzo aren't always aligned. You have to find your thing, and then everything hangs off that thing. So we don't have to go digging in your head with our questions. We'll find it in all the documents and the presentations. And the third, and the biggest of all, is storytelling. Remember at school, your teacher said a story that you write has to have a beginning, a middle, and an end. It's probably the only lesson at school that we can take for today. But it's true. What you're doing today also needs a beginning, a middle, and an end. And the beginning is the business objective, and the end has to come back to that. We've got a great problem that came from James. Monday to Thursday is awful. How do we improve it? Start with that and end with that. As in the middle, tell us how you're going to do it. And that comes from everything that you've done before. It's not sitting in your head that we don't have to go and dig for. I've spoken to you before about making good use of your resources, whether it's your designer, the knowledge that you have, but the most important one of all is the time that you're given. Both teams today didn't fully use their time. Using your time and using your money is something that you really mustn't mess around with. But one team made spectacularly bad use of their time. They also made loads and loads of typos. Both teams made typos all over. But this team, you had 1 or more on every single page. Now, attention to detail and the quality of your work is evident. If you're not there to present your work, I have to read it. And I have to ask myself, if you're not paying attention to that, are you going to pay attention to the details of our business relationship going forward? So that was extremely disappointing. That being said, we did love your new market segments. We did love your partnership thinking with sports bodies and government bodies. We loved your loyalty program, and we loved your idea of tournaments. And so today, Team 2, you're our winner.
Oh. You won. I was giving up already.
You won.
Oh, really?
Your check.
I thought we were out. I made peace already in my heart that it's okay.
Did you already practice your exit speech?
Not really, because when she speaks, I take everything she says and I see she means it from her heart. So I always try to remember what she says and also what Sim says every day. So what she was saying, it was staring on negative on our side. But glory be to God.
Judges, thank you very much for your verdict. Heidi, I believe you've got a little more feedback for the teams as well.
Thank you. Yes, it was an interesting day today, I must say, and a new category. And I think when you're in a new category that you're not familiar with, just remember that CEOs change categories. Someone may be at Engen and then go to a fast food company or whatever. You can become a subject matter expert if you use your resources. So James has got some thoughts on that.
Contestants, congratulations, you all did well. Actually, I've spent the whole day with you answering various questions, and to give just Team 1, the first question we had with you guys was very interesting. You went the tech route, and I expected that to evolve quite nicely. Team 2, your first question regarding sewage and then pricing of caps and all kinds of stuff completely threw me. I thought that we were going to be on complete different pages, and you guys made a very good comeback, and your presentation was very relevant at the end of the day, excluding all the spelling mistakes.
Thank you.
Good.
Yeah,
Thank
so
you.
congratulations.
Thank you.
Judges, thank you so much. I think that even though one team executed better than the other, it sounds to me like both of them really had some cool stuff in there. Judges, thank you. You may leave.
Thank you.
And so, as always, to our elimination. Team 1. Don't worry, no twists in the tail at the moment. You need to vote one of your team members off. Team 1, you may go to the voting booth. Team 2, congratulations again.
Thank you. Thank you.
You have a little bit of time to celebrate before you find out who from the losing team goes. So enjoy the moment. Lady, gentlemen, welcome back. I'm sure that was a really difficult process, but unfortunately it is just the way that the game goes. Somebody has to go home. Now, what I find interesting is that in this team, we've got the person who, before today's round, has the most money in Pule, and the person who has the least money so far in Rulani. So I'm kind of wondering how you guys voted, and I'm wondering how you came to that decision. So let's get to the votes, guys. The first vote, Mongezi. Of course, they brought you back yesterday. The second vote, Rulani. So it's one vote for Rulani and one vote for Mongezi. The next person voted out of the show is Rulani. So I'm going to just break sequence just a little bit. Mongezi, it's obvious that you and Puling voted for Rulani. Can I ask you, Mongezi, why did you vote for Rulani? I mean, I'm going to say to you, she fought for you pretty hard yesterday to get you back in.
It was essentially between him, because I couldn't vote myself out. Of course, it was between Puling and Rulani, and yeah, I just felt since she hasn't managed to amass any win, that's why I really voted her out.
And so you see her as the weakest link, so to speak?
Well, I suppose.
Puling, how about you?
Yeah, unfortunately, I just realized that Rulani, she's lacking a lot in terms of preparing for the pitch and doing the work researches. Even operating her own laptop is difficult for her to do that. So that led me to choose Mongezi over here, because I think she's very weak.
Well, I'm going to actually just stay with you there for a second, because the comment about her presentation is interesting to me, given that you did your first presentation today.
Yes.
So you've been avoiding it all along when she's been stepping in, and yet you're questioning her presentation skills.
No, the thing is the first time I work with her. So in terms of preparing the presentation, doing the research, putting all the points, that's what she's lacking.
Okay. Rulani, I hope that this journey has made you a better entrepreneur, and that you have taken all of the feedback from the judges, taken the teamwork lessons from your fellow teammates throughout the program, and that is going to help you go out there and be a great success. Rulani, you may leave. And then there were 5. And we have the same dilemma we had in the previous episode where I'm not allowed legally to chop anyone in half to put them on 2 teams. So, how do we solve this odd number dilemma? I'll tell you how. Winning team, you are voting someone off of your team as well. In a second, I'll let you go to the confession booth and decide who from your team is going home. If we have 1 vote each, the losing side gets to decide which of your team goes home. So, winning team, please go off and vote. Mungezi, that's quite a reaction.
Yeah.
So again, if they come back with 1 vote each, you guys need to decide who from that team is going home. Okay?
From their team.
Yes, from their team is going
I
home.
wish if it comes in
So
that way.
we will give you exactly 1 minute to confer and come up with a decision. Gentlemen, welcome back. I know that that was a really cruel plot twist, and I can see that none of you are particularly happy about voting one of your own off. If I may just step in, how did you decide how you were voting, Baba?
I didn't have much time to, think about it. So I just did a bit of a...
Did you go any, mini, miny, mo? Sort of thing?
I did that, yeah.
Sean?
I based on the strength of each candidate has.
Okay.
Say the same thing Sean said. I based it on the strength and yeah, that's my choice.
So basically the 2 of you were going on, this is the person I'd most like to work with, so I'm going to go with the other person. Okay, let me not keep you guys in suspense any further. But remember, guys, whoever goes home today does still take home their share of 100,000 Rand. So take solace in that. Okay. The first vote, Bobo. The second vote, Sean Perry. We've got 1 vote each for the 2 of you. If the third vote is for Dudu, remember the opposing team gets to decide which one of the 3 of you goes home. The third vote, and the next person leaving the show, Bobo. Bobo, it's a hard way to go home, eh? Is there anything that you wanna leave us with? You have become a rather instrumental part of the contestant pool. You're the guy in the morning, having a chat with everybody, having breakfast. Is there anything that you want to leave us with?
I think the show has lost quite a strong figure in myself. So I say farewell. It's been lovely. It's been good. Till we meet again.
Baba, thank you. You may leave.
Thank you, yes.
So, Bobo was a very strong competitor. And I am wondering if you voted him off really because he was the weaker between the options that you had, or because you were playing strategically and didn't want to compete against him moving forward. I guess that's a question that I'll have to keep in my own head. And we'll see how things go in the next episode. Contestants, thank you. You may leave. Congratulations to Bongani, Sean and Dudu for their win on what turned out to be a really tricky challenge. We say goodbye to Rulani, who had not yet made it onto our money ladder, but she certainly takes with her invaluable learning that she can apply to her business, and we wish her well. We also said goodbye to Bongani, who was on the winning team, but in a double elimination twist was unlucky to go home. Bongani leaves the competition after banking just under 100,000 Rand, a really nice boost to his business. I think you'll agree that Bobo left his mark on the competition and can count himself unlucky not to have gone further. What did you think of this week's elimination decisions? And what do you think about the surprise twists and turns so far? Let us know in the comments section or on your favorite social media platform. It's clear that we're not out of surprises yet, and with only 4 entrepreneurs left, every round is just getting more spicy and more competitive. Join me in the next episode where we have a new challenge, new opportunities, and our entrepreneurs need to impress our judges with their product conceptualization brilliance. I'm Yasmin Ali, and I'll see you then.
Okay, right now I feel a bit disappointed that I didn't make any money. However, I am living with friendship, connections, a lot of things that I need that are going to help my business. Okay, for the viewers out there who wants to enter the competition next year, it's worth it. It's stressful, but good stress, but you'll definitely come out with something. Even if you don't go with the money, but at least you'll get something.
It's been amazing. Ultimately also it was about making money. I did make quite something for the business going forward. I'm grateful for the support, and it's been smooth. It's been beautiful. It's been a beautiful experience, and thank you.